second date update right now. Vic trying to see Julia again. He has reached out to us and told us about his date with Julia, and apparently they've been out a few times.
Yeah, so he said that this was the third date, and he had clients in town, so he decided to ask her to join him because I guess some of them had brought their wives. So
he needed a date.
Yeah, and he said it wasn't awkward at all, and she was great, and it wasn't boring for her. She was having a good time. So.
Yeah, because you get bogged down with like a bunch of work
Business
talk or whatever,
right?
And it'd be kind of boring for her. But he said, no, that's not what happened. She was laughing, having a good time. All right, so we have her on hold right now. I want to bring her back on. She's agreed to talk to us. Julia, you there?
Hi.
Hey, Julia. Thank you for agreeing to talk to us. This is really weird, I'm sure, for you right now. I'll just get right to it. I want to ask you about this date you went on with Vic. I think you just heard us talking about it. You went on a few dates with Vic, and this last one was dinner with some clients of his. He said it went really well. He said it seemed like you were having a good time, but that's the last he's heard from you, and he's very confused on what's up. Can you help us out? Because we really want to set you guys back up.
Oh, wow. So I my time until Vic went out to the car and covered me up with his sports coat. He said I might want to cover up a bit. I was wearing a nice dress.
But this happened at his car? Or what are you saying?
No, like he went out to his car and got his sports jacket to cover me.
Oh, so he came back into the table.
Yeah, he came back in and covered me, and I was wearing a V-neck, spaghetti straps. I'm a good size. I'm curvy.
Hey.
So I was wearing a kind of a tank dress that was a little form-fitting, but it looks good. I mean, I'm in shape, whatever. I was just kind of offended by it. Like, if he doesn't like the way I dress for dinner, what is he going to think about the way I dress elsewhere? I don't know. I just didn't feel accepted, and it was weird. I was kind of offended that he covered me up.
Okay, well, I mean,
did you feel like your dress was revealing compared to what the other ladies were wearing?
I mean, they were, there were a lot of moms there, and they were dressed a little more conservatively. So.
Oh, okay. So that's why you're not going back out with him, just because he asked you to cover up?
Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of offended, and I don't know. It was weird. It's like, he's not my mother. That's what it reminded me of, like my mother telling me to cover something. So.
All right. Well, I can guarantee you Vic did not think that was the reason that you were not getting back to him. Yeah. I do have him on hold with us, Julia. Would it be cool if I brought him back on and we just talked to him for a second? I know that's another big ask.
Yeah, a little awkward, but sure.
Okay, great. Vic, you there?
I am. I'm here and surprised, awestruck, aghast. The dress was very revealing. It was I know that you were trying to be sexy to the guy you're dating. I get it. But this was like an event that was people who work with me. I mean, if you were a teacher, would you go to school and teach children like that?
I mean,
Well, she wasn't teaching children.
Okay. That doesn't answer my question. That answers a question with a question. What the hell is that?
Well, I'm just a little confused why you're complaining about a woman trying to dress sexy for you.
Right. A lot of men wouldn't complain about this, Vic.
You guys aren't seeing the dress. You're hearing her portion of her side of the dress, and you're siding with her for some reason. I don't know why. But the dress was just too revealing for that kind of event, and to not call me back because of that, come on. Would you go to a funeral dressed like that? I know. We weren't at a funeral. I know you're going to remind me. We weren't at a funeral. I know we weren't at a funeral. Neither were we at school. I understand that. But I am creating hypothetical situations to express how absurd it is.
I got it. I'll let Julia answer that for you.
You're really judgmental, and if you don't accept me the way I dress and the way I look, then that's a deal breaker.
I do, but there are places that one shouldn't dress a certain way, and then places one should. This was a work event, and I don't think you would have gone to work like that. All the men were still dressed in suits. There were no women there dressed sexy pantsuits everywhere. Just a sea of pantsuits. And then you.
Were you jealous that she was getting all the attention?
How dare you?
Oh wow.
How dare you? What? That I get jealous for attention. I'm not getting. That's so stupid.
Okay, Lana.
I don't get jealous.
My bad.
No, not your bad. That's okay. He's being a little bit rude right now. Let me ask you a question though, Julia. Is this going to be a deal breaker for you? I really hope it is. Is this going to be a deal breaker for you?
Yeah,
The best date
He's
to be-
judgmental and doesn't, accept me for who I am. Forget it. No,
Okay.
I'm not going to change myself for somebody.
Gotcha. Well, Vic, you heard what Julia had to say. It seems like she's not looking for another date, and I guess we're just going to have to accept that.
Good. I wasn't either.
Okay.
Okay.
He called us.
Yeah.
All right. Got it.
I
All
think
right.
you're all stupid.
Wow, man. All right. Well,
Wow.
that's your
This is
time.
So rude.
That's your time on the show then, Vic. All right. Appreciate you coming on, man. Have a good one. Julia, dress the way you want to dress, and thank you for your time as
Yikes.
well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know how you said you appreciate him coming on? Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. What's that about? He was coming after you,
That
and he
was
came after
awful.
me.
Sure.
I mean,
I don't think that's ever happened before.
No, but it ain't gonna happen again. I'll tell you that right now. I would have hung up on him if I didn't want to hear what he had to say. But geez, I feel like this is a no-brainer. I don't think she did anything wrong. I mean, I guess you can be underdressed for events, but to go and say you might want to cover up and put your jacket on somebody, that's kind of an embarrassing thing to put somebody on the spot and kind of drawing attention to it, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so too. So by doing that, I think he brought more attention to it. So
All right, let's see where you're at on this. 800-992-1099. 800-992-1099.